Welcome once again to Nico Robinson's channel, and in this video we are going to see how Nico Robin play out against leaders released in the OP10 environment. So as always, comic time. Give it up! Your speed is nothing when it comes to my power. Alright, it's done. Let's look at my deck building process for OP10. In short, if you have watched my previous videos, they back to, it's interesting, OP 10.5 environment in the Eastern competition arena. So coming back to OP10, there are some cards that I cannot use, but the methodology of winning are quite similar, is to get KaiLin and Lin, chase the downs at the appropriate time, so to make sure you play out KaiLin and Lin plus having at least 1 or 2 Hawkins on your hand, in order to blow up all your opponent's life by 2, 3, or even 4 together with the leader's attack at just one turn. So let's see what the statistics of this deck looks like. In short, we got 20 counters, which more than half of the deck is counter, and then 46 triggers just to make sure Nico Robin can activate her leader's effect, plus 28 filter seekers and drawers, so more than half of them again are there to help us to seek for the right cards we need at the right moment. If we're taking a deeper look at this deck profile, Shirohashi, Alvear, all triggers, get draw 3 and discard 2. Good filters, my top priority filters here. And these cards can help to draw 2 or have to discard 1 or 2 cards, also very good filters, especially like Sabo, simply draw 2, neat. And lastly, we still have some draw 1 effect card with conditions like Miss Day need to have 6 downs or more. And don't forget about Dr. Clover. You can seek 1 out of 3 triggers, and usually that would be Hawkins to end the game. Here comes the first match with OP10 Smoker, the red-green Smoker. So I'm going first, nothing to do. He got nothing to do either. So, better hit him with 8k, hopefully can banish 1 of his life, and I made it. 4 downs. Okay. He chose to attack me with 7k, I'll take that, triggering the effect, draw 3 and discard 2, and very luckily, I got 2 Hawkins now, so no more filtering should be needed. At this point, maybe no Nico Robin, as I'm confident to banish another life of his. AK attack. He might just defend with blocker, and yes, so I play out another blocker, so with 5k power. And I might trigger Peer again. Very hard to choose which card to discard, but I think I don't need 1 more KaiLin Linen. And he play out Smoker, and I just found that I misplayed it just now, so I can't go to 10 downs at the right time. I should have played the 5-cost event card, destroy his blocker. But not too late to destroy Tashichi. 7k attack. Another banish, yes. So 2 more, 5k attack. $7k. I might just defend with all my Hawkins because he just got 2 life left. And now here comes Kid activating his effect, likely pulling out either blocker or Tashichi, but nothing. Interesting. So I'm going to play out Kaido and Lin in this turn. It's quite troublesome in the sense that if he has one down and rested on the field, I mean Kid, even though I can activate Kaido and Lin's effect to destroy all characters on the field, I have to select Kid as the target of attack. So the final blow from Kaido and Lin wouldn't be able to make it to the leader. Good timing for another draw 2 discard 2 filtering trigger from Pierre, but not quite helpful at this point in time. What he's gonna do? If he use Smoker, I mean the 5 cost character, to attack, I will just use the blocker to defend, I guess. Okay, no doubt, blocker. And he has one down left. What he's gonna do? Okay, just a 10k attack. Right. It's a bit embarrassing. So that I play out Clover, hopefully can seek for one more 200 millions folk event card, or Robin's mother, but it doesn't appear. So let's see if I can hit his kid away with 10k. And I failed. So I could only just return turns here and then activating Kaido leniency effect with a final attack 5k attack and add 1 rested down. As expected, he could defend that, couldn't take out his last life. So it could be a tougher play if he has something like Mingo or another kid. Okay. Sadly, I cannot defend for Kaido and Linen, so I miss out 12k attacker. So a simple 8k attack. If he's going to defend for that, he will lose all his hands. And he try to keep his hand. Or he doesn't have sufficient counter, which is good signal. Okay, play out a Seeker. Maybe Chopper? No. Another Seeker. I don't think he could do much with Baby 5. Even he seek for Mingo, he doesn't have enough down for that. And he seek for Rosinante. Okay. He play out Smoker, getting 3 downs back as active. 5 more downs. What else can he do? No blockers? Okay. He conceded, so he had to conclude the first game with Smoker. The second match would be Robin versus against Kaiser. Kaiser is an interesting leader that can KO your characters while attacking at the same time. But I think my deck wouldn't be a hard counter against Kaiser because all I need to do is to play out the 10 cost Kaido and Linin with 12k power, which is theoretically not that easy to be KO'd by Kaiser's effect, unless as a leader who has a blue color, then maybe Gum Gum Record would be a good card to take out my Kaido and Linin. So very quickly he played out Monette and Veigar, and then another Monette. maybe planning to blow up some 5k character that he expected I would play during my turn. So just simply a 6k attack. I think I have capacity to take that, and luckily I got a good trigger, Nami discarding one trigger card, and then KO one Monet. My turn again, and luckily top draw the 5 cost even card that can blow up another Monet. And 7k attack, discard one card, add one rest down. So I will have 10 downs next turn, but bad news is I still don't have KaiLin on hand. So even if it's just a 5k attack, I would take that to hope for another filtering trigger. Not bad, draw one with Robin. Because I don't have KaiLin anyways, not too bad to play out another character, so I have 2 attacking points here. 7k attack, I bet he might defend with Chopper. And then maybe 2k counter to save Chopper. Right. Then try to hit him with 5k, see if he would like to take that life into his hand. So I still have 7 downs left. I can play out 2 characters with 5k power. One is blocker, one is when KO you would get one of your life trash, my favorite Hawkins. So that gives enough trouble to him. Alright, ready. Clearing out my blocker and reduce the power of Hawkins to 2k. That's tough. So what I'm going to do with 3 attacking points is using Nico Robin to try to force him to give away his blocker or some counters. Indeed, I don't think he should save Chopper at this point of time. He only has 1 life left. So that proves he couldn't just defend for a 7k attack by himself. So another 7k, he takes that. So with the rest of the down, Hawkins still get a 8k attack. That's kind of risky, but I made it. So there's another match winning over Kaiser without playing out KaiLin. Then now it's a match with Sugar. So very quickly, I just begin the match. Now I'm at my turn 1 going second. And sorry, this is turn 2 already. So from my hand, I think I've got pretty much what I need. And because I'm going second, I can stably getting 10 downs at my turn 4. And good thing about red-purple leaders, they don't have much powerful card to remove your 10 cost character that easily. And this new purple Rosinante is quite useful in the sense that he can have a lot of even cards to play out to defend, because when ending the turn with 7 downs or more, he could have 2 active downs getting back. But because Sugar haven't got to 7 downs yet, I think it's a good occasion to try to take away some of her life before he got defensive. So let's see what happened with a 6k banish attack. And he used the event counter, the new event counter. Maybe he has another event counter. What should I do now? I still have 7k. I mean 7 downs. So like last game, play out 2 more 5k power characters so that to give her some pressure on the field. And if choose to clearing out my characters, then I got Saver to play out KaiLin with still 2 life. I will just give away my blocker because I cannot defend for that anyways. And she still has 3 downs. Is it a good moment to play out KaiLin? Whitebeard effects can only KO character with 3k power. If he play out something interesting, that might do, but it would waste some of her downs to do so. Let's take some risks here. That's the fun part of playing this deck build. It's quite luck driven, filtering driven to get the cards that you need. I personally kind of enjoy this deck. So hopefully if you try out later, you can feel the excitement of drawing the cards that you don't know whether can be helpful. So seemingly Sugar needs some time to think what she should do with 1 leader and 2 characters being able to attack while facing 1 blocker on my field. You play out a 7 cost Whitebeard, then that would do. Simply resting himself can KO 1 5k power or below character. He's trying to hit me with 7k first. Sad news is I cannot defend for that. And should I activate Nami? I think so. If she's going to hit me with 8k, I cannot defend for that anyways. And this is a right decision that I make, so I just haven't got 8k. But how come she just attacked me with 7k? That's interesting. So I'm going to take my last life, thinking whether I should use the trigger effect. Chances are, if I play this out now, I don't have much hands can keep. Plus, I can still draw one and then decide what card to be discarded. So let's keep it. I got sufficient downs to play out more cards. Not the card that I want. I hope I can get something like Nico Robin. Still miss it. I don't need Nami and the 5 cost event card anymore. Nothing for me to grow up. So I would play out Clover once again, and bingo, I got Nico Robin. So now I got all things ready. With 1 more Hawkins and the 200 million voltage event card plus Nico Robin, altogether I got a 15k and a net-k attack at her life 0 point. Trash. Isn't that amazing? Now it comes to another match with Law, the green-yellow Law. When OP10 just got released, many of us questioning how come it's another Law leader. Red Purple Law is a history, is a milestone of the OPCG game. Many people hate that or take that. Many Red Purple Law in the past. So let's see if this green yellow law would make it to another legendary leader. So the game began with me going first. As law, this leader tend to play out supernova character from his life without adding card back, except that he might use some of his character's event. So I don't think I need to hit him that hard, to be honest. So I would rather place more characters early on the field to give him some pressure, and I'm not worry at all he would take away a lot of my life because on his field just got some 1k, 2k attackers. So I would just all in my blockers to attack his life. And might just be he didn't know what I want to do with this deck. So he's quite aggressive in taking life away and maybe tend to play out 2 or 3 blockers. That's his endgame strategy. And Bonnie is going to seek for more cards. Welcome for that. Kaido and leaning 12k attack. I think you do need a lot of hands before you can defend for that. So how amazing it is. I think he's going to activate his leader's event again to play out the 5 cost law character as a blocker, but that would make him only having 1 life left. That's a bit tricky. So what I'm thinking is, do I really have to play out Kaido and Lin during this turn and leave 2 of my blockers active? So very easily to test how many counters he has is just to attack him with a 5k attack, and he decided to block with his 6k law blocker. That's an unhealthy signal, so I'm going to hit him with a 5k. Indeed, he actually has 1k counter, so placing more pressure, a few more 5k attack. Let's see how he reacts. So if he chose to take that, that would be embarrassing. But he defend with 1k, and I decided not to go too far and beyond, so leaving 1 blocker as active while playing out Kaido and Lin. If he's lucky enough, he might got the 6 cost event card to blow up 1 character, and at 1 life he doesn't have to pay out any additional life for that, but similarly he doesn't have. So what he try is to play out the 7 cost low character, which the event is to add 1 supernova character back to the life, so he has 2 life left now. And I still have 3 lives. I bet he would try to clearing out either my Missile Sunday, which is rested, or another cell and expected. I think I'll just give it away. Okay, player once again, and 1 more attack. I don't see the logic here, to be honest, but that's his decision made. So he has no blocker and just 1 Tashichi, and just happen I have the event card to KO 5 cost or below character. So I think I would just do that, and then I can simply activate Kaido and Lin's event, and that should be game. But usually, if my opponent only has 1 life left, I can still swing him with a 7k or 8k and my opponent surrender. But my rationale behind is just to have more downs for Kaido and Lin to attack with, say, 14k, 15k if he took that. So next match, Usopp. Let's see how we can fight against Usopp. Like my previous video's feedback, I'm kind of afraid of blue leaders because they got Gum Gum Red Rocket. That card would be deadly, while I've already played Kaido and Lin at turn 4. Nothing much for me to do at turn 5 if that happens. But let's see if this Usopp can be that lucky to get Gum Gum Red Rocket. So very fastly, a few turns of attack, and I got lucky to have a trigger card, add 1 more down so I can discard 1 card less, while at the same time using Awesome Days Evat to have 1 more card on my hand. But that's slightly a bad news. I got to 8 downs and still haven't got my Kaido and Lin in. I'm going to take that. Okay, get lucky to have Kaido and Lin from life. So just going to swing him with a 5k attack. I'm not going to hit him with my Missile Sunday, not to give him one more card, just in case that would be Gum Gum Red Rocket. So just play out Kaido and Lin right away. Let's see what he'll do. I bet he will attack with Cavendish, because that can help him to filter some cards, draw 2 and discard 1. And for safety, I'm going to trigger this event to discard 2 cards and add back 1 life. Okay, he played a Rebecca, nothing much to do, but Sabo is a headache there, supposedly. But since I have this event card, if I KO this character up front, I'm not afraid of him, and he surrender. Wow, it's quick. Within 2 minutes of time, that's game. So last match of the OP10 leader deck texting with Kid. I have to admit that Kid is one of the most difficult leader for me to play against, because while I'm banishing his life, at the same time he's playing out Hawkins, which he could use his leader's event to make Hawkins the blocker. So my attack would be slightly tough, because if I want to add more downs each turn, I must attack. But let's see if he has Hawkins, and here comes 5k attack. So my strategy is that if he play out Hawkins, I'll usually just take attack from his leaders, from his characters, so that I can have more resources towards, say, turn 4, turn 5, then I got no pain in attacking his Hawkins blocker. And very quickly, I play out the 6 cost Nico Robin, remove 1 of his top life, and it's a tough decision, but still try to make an attempt to attack with 5k. To him, activating blocker at this point of time, he might find it slightly wasted, so he would rather defend for that. But I would, if I were him, I would actually use the blocker's effect. Okay, no wonder he got another Hawkins on the field. Then that's painful. Got the trigger from PM, draw 2, discard 2. So it's pain in removing either Shirahoshi or Hawkins. So I'm just going to discard the 5 course event card right away. Got that right. So 9 downs, and I got no Kaido and Lin in. Let me first check out how he would react against my attack. This isn't a banish attack. Will he rather take his life? He's thinking. I know it's a tough decision, and he took that. Then I can play out another Nico Robin. Now he got just 2 life left. I'm going to tempt him in giving out at least the Shirahoshi. Should I? I can play out the 200 millions voltage event card. But, right. Very tough decision. Maybe I should still use it. And then to rest his Hawkins. So to see whether he would give out Shirahoshi. And he decided to block with Shirahoshi. That good news to me. Then, actually, it's still quite tough. I just got 1 life left, so I have to defend for my very last life. And it wouldn't be a surprise if he play out another 8 cost kid to remove 1 of my life. Let's see what he would do. Or the 7 cost law to add 1 life back. Okay, there he goes. 3 life once again, and I just got 1 hand. 6k, What's he's going to do with one down left? Any event card that Kid would use as a counter? I don't see the reason behind. But okay, I'm in a tough situation. Just one hand with Nico Robin. But my advantage is that I got quite many characters on the field. So swing him with 6k to test whether he would like to block with Hawkins and remove my last life. No. Then one more. My guess is, would it be he doesn't have any counters, but just an even card? Okay, he used that. So it seems like there's no counter on his hand because that's a 4k counter. For a 6k attack, that's too much. So I'm going to continue with a 6k attack. He took that. I'm going to play with some risk. Continue to hit him with 6k. As long as he defended for that, then I'm game. But because he used the Hawkins blocker, I guess he doesn't have counter for that as well. So even though that's a 2k counter, with Nico Robin's 8k attack, I believe he has no counters for that. Let's see. Use it the bait or is game. Okay. 1k, 2k, and no more. So it's a risky game actually I'm taking. But with enough luck, I can still win over Kid. A better situation would be I can still play out Kaido and lean in so I can attack him without pain, but that's still a nice match. So here's the deck testing video in OP10 environment as requested by one of the viewer. And if you love similar content, please like, subscribe, and share this video and this channel, and see you next time.